All right, we got the inspired part. Now let's get to work. What's good, Two Shoes, y'all? I want to let y'all know about Two Buddy. We've been partnering with them. There's a link right below this video that you should definitely click on. It's 30% off. Trust me, you want to install that for the growth of your YouTube, whether it's subscribers, watch time hours, tags, all types of stuff. They have all types of stuff. Can't get into all of it because this will go forever. Trust me, hit that link, 30% off. You won't regret it. Install, Placow, your YouTube growth goes boom, just like that.
Welcome back to the Purple Pill Podcast. I'm your host Robert. We're back again. We're back again this week. This should be episode 33 of the podcast.
Big 3-3, baby.
How you guys been doing this week?
Fantastic. What basketball player is number 33? That sounds familiar. Is that Barkley? Who is it?
Scottie Pippen.
Is Pippen?
Yeah.
Well, that's Pippen, our Scottie Pippen show. We should dedicate the show to Scottie Pippen.
All
right. How do you dedicate the show to Scottie Pippen?
I don't know. I think
we dedicate it to Scottie Pippen's wife?
And just who's Scottie Pippen's wife?
That's what I was gonna say, man. Do we really gotta do this for Scottie Pippen, man?
Scottie Pippen's wife.
Are we for sure this is episode 33? Yeah. I swear this was 34.
Mm-hmm. He's either gonna be real happy with us or real sad.
Darren's right.
Thank you.
With 34?
Yeah. That's Charles.
Who's number 34? Barkley. I just bought some Barkleys this weekend too.
How did I do that?
I bought some Barkleys this weekend. They came out. They were nice.
So you talking about those are Barkleys?
Uh-huh. Charles Barkley, baby. Y'all like the Barkleys? The shoes?
I see them again. The ones that I saw?
Yeah.
The second pair.
Which,
yeah. Oh, yeah, those is clean. That's crazy. Those is clean.
He wears them in Space Jam. He was wearing them.
I gotta give him his props. Those are some nice shoes.
Man's got good shoes.
Some nice shoes.
Look him up. Look him up. For those of you who don't know, they're called the Air Max CB94s.
Are you really? Those are really? That's crazy. I can't believe those are really his shoes.
You know Charles Barkley has sneakers?
No, I didn't think those were his shoes. The ones that I saw him pick up, I didn't think those was. I wouldn't have thought those was Charles Barkley.
Google them. I want to show you which ones I got.
Charles Barkley.
So we got the first one on the top left is what we got this weekend.
Those are tough.
Up. The ones above, those are the ones we got this weekend. We got those this weekend. We got the Team USA ones last weekend. The ones in the middle, the USA 2021s. We got those last weekend. I like the Team USA colors. Those are nice. And then we got the OG ones about a year ago, the white and purple.
Wait, where you see white and purple?
More. It's a second row. One down to the to the left.
Not those.
No. So the row up, the all white ones. Yeah, to the right.
Yeah, right there.
That one. There you go. Got those ones.
Wait, you said purple?
They got purple at the bottom. It's like a blue purple. I don't know. I'm colorblind.
Yeah, you are colorblind. But the one with them purple tongues that you originally clicked on is kind of hard too, though.
I think those are the ones he had on in the Space Jam movie. Look, type Space Jam movie.
There you
go. Charles Barkley shoes, Space Jam. You'll see.
Maybe if you look close.
You can't see him. He got him on. I tried to tell you. He got him on in the show.
Oh, when he was getting his
That's
ass
why he
busted
got
at the park? Once again, they didn't have no scene like this in the new Space Jam. This was
So
probably one of the best scenes
what?
of the whole movie. He went to a park with a
This
bunch of
was
girls, got his
so
ass whooped. He said, "You ain't no Charles
so.
Barkley."
He fake ass Charles Barkley.
They didn't recruit the tunes in this one either, though. They just kind of came on board, didn't they?
Bugs got him.
No,
Talking about
the aliens threatened to enslave them. They're going to enslave the tunes. That's why they went to go get
they were already on board, so we
Yeah.
didn't see them get recruited. That was a totally different thing.
Who get recruited?
This gotta be spoilers at this point.
The movie's been out for months
Yeah,
now.
if
It's
you
too
ain't
late.
seen it, then I guess it just got to but the tunes. You had to go back and get everybody. You had to go back and get Lola, Taz. That's not in
Uh,
this one. You don't see that in this one. I'm just letting you know. I think I like the new one too. I like the new one.
they had to go. They had to go. Yeah, that's true. They didn't have to get, but they had to like figure out how to play basketball together. Well, no, they had to figure out how to be loony, I guess.
They never figured it out. They
Yeah,
just
they
started
just.
drinking that stuff in the original.
Shit. I don't know, man. I like the old Space Jam for what it was, but I don't watch. I don't ever come home and be like, damn, I want to watch the old Space Jam. Granted, I've seen the new Space Jam twice, and I don't ever come home and be like, damn, I want to watch the new Space Jam. But it was a good time.
I know somewhere in my future I'm gonna have a '90s cartoon fetish to go back to, like go back and watch
Yeah,
that, like go back and watch Lion King, uh,
I watch Lion King monthly.
uh, whatever Space Jam, anything that was animated and that was from our childhood. I think I'm gonna have to go back and watch. When I'm telling you, mid 30s, so it's gonna be like a midlife crisis. I'm
You
gonna
have a
have to watch
kick.
everything.
You should do it.
I'm not
I watch Miyazaki films often.
I
I
know
do all
exactly what
kinds
you're
of
talking
other
about.
shit.
I watched every single thing DC related on the HBO Max app. I went through the whole thing. I feel like I have nothing to watch anymore though. No.
I've started watching Always Sunny, and I don't
You like that
regret
show?
it. It's super racist, but it's good to watch
It's
sometimes.
Philadelphia.
It's does not stop what I just said, but it is still a good show to watch.
Philadelphia, they say the N word and they eat cheesesteaks.
I don't know how I feel anymore.
I love the show. I love the show.
LA, exit and come back for me real quick.
I've faithfully been watching that show for years at this point. Years. That is one of the funniest shows I watch. I feel like when you say their show is racist though, you get the same thing with Family Guy, American Dad, and all that other stuff.
Those shows
Yeah,
are racist as well.
exactly. But still
I'm not
good.
saying
Still
that you
good.
can't watch them. They have very racy humor and thrive off of it, which is fun. It's funny sometimes to certain people. But I'm on season 10 now, and I'm having a great time. Season
you're on
9.
season 10, bro. I didn't get past
Season
season
9. I also put it on in the background while I at work.
Yeah.
So like I listen to it more than I watch it. So like sometimes I'll just start laughing, and I'll be on Zoom, and they're like, "What's funny?" I'm like, "Nothing." They just called her a bird. That's all.
D's a bird.
Yeah, it's
Oh man.
super. It's super crazy. Like I just watched the episode. Spoiler alert to anyone who hasn't watched it, where Charlie thought he was smart, and that shit was hilarious to me. This dude couldn't walk. Like he was acting like he was in a wheelchair, and he was trying to get cats to talk to what bats or something like that, or cats and
Cats
like
to talk to humans. Cats to talk to rats or something like that.
something stupid, something off the wall stupid.
His mathematics was on point.
No, like it's a show you don't have to watch, but you can just need to listen to.
I mean, you got to know the characters. After a while,
Yeah.
you'll start to realize her characteristics about them.
Like King of the Hill, I go to sleep to that a lot. Like at night, I just put it on shuffle, and whatever
So here's the
episode
thing.
comes
Let me
on,
go with my King of the
I know
Hill
it's
rant.
hard.
That show makes me
Oh,
want to throw
God.
up.
Why? That show
I
was
hate the way
hilarious
that
to
show
me.
is drawn. I hate the way that show is drawn. It throws me the
I
fuck off.
mean, it was drawn back in the day, man.
Bro, I don't think that's a good excuse because that was what is the King of the Hill 90s? There's a bunch of great
90s,
TV shows in the 90s that were
90s,
hand
early
drawn really well.
2000s. Like
I think
what?
that show is drawn terribly, and it just makes me sick.
Like what? Like what?
How the characters are drawn.
Like what? Name one show that's old that was drawn better.
Yeah.
That old? The Simpsons,
As old. The Simpsons is trash.
but it's drawn better.
I'll
Yeah,
debate that. I'll debate that.
I
I'll debate
guess.
that.
Than King of the Hill, it was way cleaner, and it's older.
King of the Hill. I don't know. It was just like I don't know. It's just funny to me. King of the Hill is just funny
I
to
don't
me.
know.
I
I don't
love
know
it.
what he mean by cleaner. What does he mean by cleaner?
I don't know. Just I don't know.
Drawn
Because you know
cleaner.
all
What
that
do you
shit's
mean?
hand drawn, right?
Yeah, but what do you mean by drawn cleaner? What? How is the Simpsons in the '90s and or '90s, early 2000s
So let me pull up a picture of
compared to
King of the Hill.
King of the Hill? I'm just a little confused by that.
I love King of the Hill. King of the Hill's funny to me.
I love
The
it. That's a
Simpsons
great.
is not as funny to me.
Yeah. If I had to
They-
choose which one I'm gonna watch, I'm gonna watch King of the Hill.
Like I think it's drawn well. Look at that.
Yeah, this is why I'm
I didn't say it
debating.
was. I didn't say it wasn't drawn well. I said I think Simpsons is drawn better, and I think that
Say
it just makes
cleaner.
me want to.
That
It
was
makes
the
me want to
word.
throw up. That's my exact words.
Is it because like the animation or just like it's cheesy?
It's just how it's drawn. I just it was always turned off by how it was drawn. That's my thing.
The drawing is the only thing that turns you off. That's crazy.
No, that's not. I want
Is
to
it
see a
because
picture.
it's not as cartoony?
It's just cleaner.
It's just
This
not as
feels like some
animated. Is
kid
that
drew
all?
this in his high school class. This feels a little bit more
Cartoony?
professional.
What?
Huh. I don't see it.
I don't see what you're talking about.
I see it the other way.
I see
This one looks more
exactly.
professional to me. It looks even
Some
more
kid.
detailed.
If somebody drew this, if a senior, junior, whatever kid drew King of the Hill, I mean, even if they drew this, it's impressive. But you can't lie. There's more detail in the King of the Hill.
Simpsons just looks more computer generated to me, I
That's
guess.
what I would say as well.
Well, I'm talking about more like the hand
I
drawn
can,
shit.
I can see what you mean by cleaner then. Okay, well, if it's like computer generated,
Okay.
it's cleaner.
And to me,
I
it's
thought
not drawn.
originally Simpsons was hand drawn.
I don't know. It just looks computer generated to me,
Like it.
but it could be.
Pretty deadly. That's the thing.
Does The Simpsons have like a topic, or do they just do shit? I
Um,
don't
They kind of just
really
have. It's
watch
kind
The
of. They kind of just have episodes.
because like it's always like the same like intro song, and then something happens, right?
yeah.
And then
I
he
don't
has
know. I
like
don't
red
watch
on the
The
board, and
Simpsons
it's
like
a movie for Halloween or something. I don't
I
know.
don't watch The Simpsons all like that either.
I used to watch Family Guy a lot.
Family
American
Guy's
Dad now
legitimately
is it
funny.
for me. No, American Dad is funny to me. That shit has me weak every Monday. Every Monday before bed, I'm in there in tears.
Between those two, it would be a hard choice.
Do you think Family Guy is better than American
That's a
Dad?
hard question.
Which one do you think's better? Which one do you think's funnier? I should say.
I
More
like.
funny.
I like Family Guy better.
I think
Better than American
American
Dad?
Dad's
Definitely.
funny. I think American Dad's funnier. I think the one thing that I can say,
Rogers got it, bro.
Family Guy relies a little bit too much on like metaphors and similes, like flashbacks and like
Yeah.
American Dad.
It's stick
Yeah,
comedy.
American Dad don't do that.
But that's why I
Like,
like the show. I've never seen a show. How many
American
shows have you
Dad's
seen do that?
American Dad's got like a plot or a theme, and then they like do something an episode. And Family Guy's just like, let's roll with it.
it,
I guess Family Guy has a plot. They have like one overarching thing.
it takes so long to take part in the actual show, though.
I disagree. I
You
think you
don't
can
know
turn on
when
an
it,
episode and just watch it.
I like Family Guy. Family Guy is funny to
I'm
me.
not. I think it is funny, but I'm just saying, compared to American Dad, the plot is a lot more grand scheme in American Dad over than Family Guy. Family Guy is like it might come midway through the show. Oh, dang! This is the whole thing. Oh, Peter is about to try out for Patriots and make it. You
Hmm.
don't find that out until like 10 minutes into the episode.
When Peter took a knee and went to Wacohog, that episode had me weak. He went to Wacohog, where all the black people are, in Wacohog, like Wakanda.
I did not. I've never seen that
I have a question
episode.
for you.
Man, what's
Because
up?
we all admit like these shows are risque and cliche. We all call them racist. Is there do you think these shows can quote unquote take it too far? Because I have
They
an
can,
example.
but they get away with it.
Because my
They can
example,
take it too far and get away
Well,
with it.
before you go into the example, there's a Family Guy episode that I think it's like a band. Like it's hard to find. I forgot what happens in the episode, but it's like whatever it was like it's banned.
you can
Or
find it
I
right
it's
now.
don't know.
extremely hard to find.
I don't know. I feel like I've seen every episode,
That's what.
and they're all
That's what
trash can.
I thought too.
They have episodes where they're throwing up
Partial
on each other
terms
on
of
live
endearment.
TV. What?
That's the name of the episode that's banned, I guess. While attending her college reunion at whatever university with Peter, Lois spots her old roommate, Naomi Robinson, with whom she had a brief lesbian relationship left in college. Peter is shocked but excited to discover that Lois was bisexual in college. Naomi indicates that she would like to discuss an important matter with them at their home. Assuming that he will participate in a threesome with Lois and Naomi, Peter sends Chris, Megan, Stewie, and Brian out of the house. After Naomi arrives, she introduces her husband, Dale. Peter expects that they will now be participating in an orgy and tries to seduce three of them while dressed in various costumes. When they when they clear the air to the dismayed of Peter that they're not there for sex, Naomi and Dale tell Lois and Peter they've had trouble conceiving, and ask Lois to be a surrogate mother for them, and Lois considers the matter.
Sounds like a good episode. Why they ban it?
You want to
Not
read
finished
that?
with it.
I won't keep reading. We read the
I
whole
just want to
episode
know why.
because this is the plot of the whole episode.
I just want to know what the problem was.
Oh, let's find it on YouTube then. Give me a second. And family guy. Let's just do this.
Since it premiered on Fox in 1999, Seth MacFarlane's Family Guy has joined the ranks of some of the most controversial shows in the history of television. The show has even been banned in a number of countries, including India, Indonesia, Taiwan, South Korea, Russia, and the list just goes on. On top of
That's
that,
why
the countries
Asian-
that do broadcast the show heavily censor it, so almost every
Asian
single
countries.
episode has 2 or 3 different versions released. 2 broadcast versions and the uncut DVD versions. Hey guys, this is Jacob with Channel Frederator, and today we're counting down the top 8 most Family Guy moments. From jokes that got cut to the infamously banned episodes, here are some of the highlights, or lowlights depending on how you feel, from the TV show's legendary run. Number 8, the Robin Williams incident. We're kicking things off here with a bit that caused the episode Family Guy viewer mail number 2 to be temporarily pulled from broadcast schedules. Now, while the bit itself isn't particularly offensive, timing was everything with this incident. Because what started out as a small coincidence turned into a minor controversy and a major censoring for all of the networks that found themselves broadcasting this episode at the time. If you're familiar with the episode, then you may remember the Robin Williams-centric segment, Fat Man and Robin, in which everything Peter touches turns into comedian Robin Williams. But by now, you've probably connected these dots and remembered that back in 2014, Robin Williams tragically passed away. However, the British network BBC Three found themselves in a bit of an awkward position when news of Williams' death broke just moments after a rerun of this episode had aired on their network. It was a total coincidence, and a shocking one at that. A BBC spokesperson had to make an official statement referring to the whole situation as an unseemly accident, proclaiming that all scheduled airings of that particular episode would be removed for the foreseeable future. This was just bad timing at its worst. Number 7, the JFK assassination joke. If you're a seasoned fan of the show, you might remember this one from back in the day. This joke originally aired on Fox during the very first season of Family Guy, but it has since been removed from television broadcasting. The JFK Pez dispenser joke seemed like any other knee slapper made in bad taste, but even the show's creator, Seth MacFarlane, says that he regrets airing this joke in the first place. For those of you who don't recall, the gag goes as follows. A kid walks out of a grocery store excited about his new John F. Kennedy Pez dispenser. Not a second goes by and the head of the Pez dispenser is blown off by a sniper bullet. The kid then pulls out another candy dispenser, saying that he's glad he brought his backup, a Bobby Kennedy Pez dispenser. While the irony here was worthy of a guilty chuckle, Seth MacFarlane said that this was one joke that he definitely would not do today. The joke remains on the DVD release.
You think that's funny?
No.
Do
mean,
do you think it's creative?
yeah. I mean, it's just some bad taste, I guess. You know, really. I don't know. Dude got assassinated. I get it. It's funny, like in the sense of the word funny. It's ironic, it's humorous, whatever. But like, it's just bad taste. Dude got assassinated. He's the president. You know. I would have laughed if that's what you're asking. Yes, I would have laughed.
I can go on a random tangent about this because I really wanted to bring up Boondocks this whole time. Then you talk about the Martin Luther. In good taste, they brought up the Martin Luther King without him having him being assassinated. He was just brought back. It's kind of interesting.
That was funny though. That rant he went on was funny.
That was great. It was great. It was needed.
Releases, but again, it was removed from most subsequent airings. Number 6, the dirtiest joke in the world. Season 8 of the show featured a crossover with the Cleveland show titled The Splendid Source, in which Peter and his friends travel to find the origin of all dirty jokes. As it turns out, they discover that dirty jokes are in fact written by some of the world's greatest geniuses like Bill Gates and Stephen Hawking, but that's neither here nor there. If you've seen the episode anywhere but the DVD release, you were only graced with the punchline of the joke and the rest remains a mystery. However, the full joke was actually featured during the episode's original premiere. But it only aired once before networks completely removed it because, censored or not, this joke is just too filthy for TV. And also, unfortunately, this video, it's full of swears, sorry. Both censored and uncensored versions of the joke can be found online. But if you watch the streaming or broadcast versions, you'll just see a clip of a monkey scratching himself before the episode ends. Number 5, Turban Cowboy. On March 17th, 2013, a rather controversial episode entitled Turban Cowboy aired, in which Peter unknowingly befriends a terrorist who plans on bombing a local bridge. The episode also features an unrelated cutaway gag in which Peter brags about having won the Boston Marathon by running over the competition in his car. Not a month later, the country witnessed the horrible tragedy of the Boston Marathon bombing. The real controversy struck once YouTube users started editing footage from the episode to make it look like Family Guy predicted the terrorist attack. Throughout all of the outrage, the episode was removed from broadcast, removed from most online streaming, and removed from Fox altogether, making this a rare case in which someone else's actions had gotten a Family Guy episode removed from broadcasting. But for those of you who missed it, the episode has since returned to most online streaming services and is still broadcast on Adult Swim. Number 4, When You Wish Upon a Weinstein. One of the earliest and most notable Family Guy controversies comes from the original unaired series finale, When You Wish Upon a Weinstein, which was originally written as the 22nd episode of season 3, but didn't actually air until 2003 due to its offensive nature. And even then, it only premiered on Adult Swim. The episode didn't air on its original network until a year later in 2004. Although it's now currently in syndication, this episode still holds the distinguished honor of being the first ever banned episode of Family Guy, which many speculate may have led to the show's cancellation. It also started rumors that Seth MacFarlane and the writers of the show were anti-Semitic. And to make matters worse, there was a rather lengthy lawsuit that took place over the song I Need a Jew, as it and the episode's title are a blatant parody of the Bourne Company's Oscar-winning song, When You Wish Upon a Star. You know, the one from Disney's Pinocchio? The lawsuit was worth $2 million, but after 2 years in court, the judge ruled in favor of the show, claiming that the writers writers had never infringed on the Bourne Company's copyright. Number 3, the Pat Tillman joke. With regards to offensive material, Family Guy has a never-ending list. Still, Seth MacFarlane claims that there is one joke that sits at the top of the entire thing. A joke so poorly timed that it never aired on the network. That joke would be the Pat Tillman cutaway, and that joke goes directly on Seth MacFarlane's list of the worst jokes of all time. If you're unfamiliar with Pat Tillman, he was a football player turned soldier who died by friendly fire in Afghanistan. Right off the bat, this is an uncomfortable setup, and you can only imagine where the Family Guy writers went with this sensitive subject. Of course, it was a cutaway involving Peter joining Pat Tillman's platoon, of which the commanding officer gives orders that Peter mistakenly repeats. The joke being that Peter's incompetence is what led to Pat Tillman's death. The network, of course, removed the joke for obvious reasons. However, Seth did eventually run into Pat Tillman's brother one day, and Seth couldn't resist the urge to tell his brother about the planned cutaway gag. And much to his surprise, his brother loved it. Sometimes in the face of tragedy, there's nothing quite as powerful as a strong sense of humor. Number 2, the 420 episode. The 420 episode of Family Guy is definitely a fan favorite of the series. That catchy pro-marijuana song can get stuck in your head for days. In fact, the elaborate song and dance number even landed Brian the coveted Stoner of the Year award from High Times magazine. It was also the first time an animated character had ever received that honor. Surprisingly, the reception for this episode was mostly positive, unless you were in Venezuela for the premiere, that is. The Venezuelan government was so completely outraged at this episode that they called for a ban on the entire series, claiming that it promoted the use of cannabis to the public. All the local stations were then threatened with financial sanctions should they decide to broadcast the episode anyway. Now that is some serious censoring. To add insult to injury, public service announcements were also made that used images of Brian and Stewie to illustrate how Americans supported the use of cannabis and other illegal substances. Really, Venezuela? I thought we were friends. Wait, are we friends? I don't know anything about politics. Number 1, the banned episode. The other banned episode. Our number 1 spot has to go to the only episode that has been completely banned from US airing indefinitely apart from the DVD release. This episode is so highly controversial that you can't even stream it on most streaming services based in America, with Netflix being the only exception. It's called Partial Terms of Endearment, and it's about Lois's failed attempts at being a surrogate mother, leading to her getting an abortion. This episode was so...
Oh, this is the one there we were reading about.
Frowned upon that the only way they could officially air this episode to the public was by way of live performance. So on August 12th of 2009 at the Ricardo Montalban Theater in downtown Hollywood, the principal cast of Family Guy along with a 16-piece orchestra gathered to perform a live read of what is now known as the most controversial episode of Family Guy ever.
What?
Apparently there were enough gasps in the live audience to prove that the network's...
Are you?
It was that bad.
They had to do it live?
That way they can see what happened. Wild.
Okay, alright. I guess continue.
I need to find this episode. We gotta watch
I
this.
Uh,
gotta find it too.
That's
made
wild.
the right choice in denying the episode. It definitely really wasn't TV friendly. At least not in this country anyway. The episode did air on June 6th of 2010 in the UK, but the States wouldn't see it until the DVD release that following September. Once again, I'm Jacob, and I'm pretty sure that these lights have given me a...
Yeah, that's it.
Wild. That's crazy. They really be sitting down thinking this shit's gonna fly?
I mean-
when you gotta think, when you're like in a writing room like that trying to write jokes and stuff, there's probably like 90% of the shit you write is probably not good. So when you finally think of something, it's probably just the craziest shit. And especially for a show like that.
Yeah, their show been going on for over 20 years now, bro. Over 20 years, multiple episodes in each season, like multiple episodes. I can see how you could cross the line every once in a while.
We haven't crossed the line yet.
That's debatable.
I haven't crossed the line yet.
All right. Touche.
True. Yeah, touche. Rob. Hey, me.
Rob's getting an award.
Hey, me too. Maybe once or twice.
Both of y'all are getting awards.
Well, like I said, once or twice.
It only takes once or twice.
Nah. Yeah, it do. Yep.
That's what's up, though. I didn't know they had that many issues.
Yeah.
I still like King of the Hill better.
Yeah, I can see that.
You
That's
already
so that
know.
accent get me. That Bobby boy.
Bro, my one dude that can't say nothing. But I mean, you
Boom,
bet.
boom power.
Yeah, he said, but
Nah.
he said, you bet.
So what happened with the Chipotle thing?
Oh yeah, bro. This is really quick. So basically, the Chipotle by my house, uh,
Hmm.
had a car get ran through it.
Just cause.
I don't know what was going on. I wasn't there. My roommate texted me. He was like, "Yo, the Chipotle just got ran through."
Holy shit.
I got so many questions. So I wish we could pull out the layout of this, but
There has
this
to be
isn't
some
a
type of news
plaza.
story about it, right?
I wonder how many hot sauces got
The
taken.
plaza that you go into, bro, you can't. I
That's what
don't know
I'm
how you
saying.
could do that because you gotta turn into the plaza and then turn into a parking spot.
So Darren, here's what I'm
He's
thinking.
on the way.
How did you
Because this
just
looks like
get
this
to the
from the
parking
side.
spot?
Looks
Nature
like it's from
finds
the
a
side.
way.
So what I'm thinking is they probably turned in, or they were trying to back out and then realized they were in drive and then went forward. That's the only things I could think of. Because there's no way you turned in on like a hard turn and just kept going into that thing. Because it's not even that deep into it. So I'm thinking they had to like be like in park or something and then then try to go to drive.
That's what happens when you smoke too much before you go to Chipotle.
Yeah. Or you haven't ate all day and then you try to get Chipotle.
Don't be thinking straight.
Exactly.
Use your signals, people. If you was using your signal, none of this would
Could
have
avoid
happened.
all of this.
Speaking of signals, when we was coming back from the shoe store on Saturday, there was this Benz truck. I
Oh,
think it was a Mercedes Benz
Mercedes,
truck
yes.
in front of us, and like he was swerving like in and out of the lanes, Rob. Like not even like merging, just like swerving, right? And we're in the far left lane doing like 80, 85, and this dude's texting, whatever have you, and almost cuts off another car in a whole other lane. Like he's halfway in another lane, jerks back in his lane. So I slow down. I don't know what the fuck's happening. So there's a Tahoe that he cut off, and this bitch gets right in front of him all abruptly, starts slamming on her brakes. I'm like, I can't. I don't know what's happening no more. I'm out of here.
Crazy.
I almost witnessed two accidents with two of the same people, cars involved.
That's
That
crazy.
was
I
nuts.
almost cut this lady off one time when I was heading home from a long night. It was bad. That's probably the scariest moment of my life. I probably told this shit at that lady.
Yeah,
She
I bet that's a
I cut her
terrifying
off.
situation. Man.
I didn't see her, bro. I didn't. So I always check my mirrors now before I get over, no matter what. This is the
Yeah,
last. That was the last time I ever didn't check my mirrors.
That was a
She
pretty.
looked back so hard, bro, looking for me off the car. Thank God
yeah,
that was my exit.
I cannot stand people who cannot pay attention while you're driving. Look,
Can't pay
bro,
attention.
if you don't look, man, if you able to use your phone while you're driving and completely maintain signal use, everything, and lane out, all that stuff, maintain
You
lane,
got it.
God bless you. But if you can't do it, get the fuck off the phone. I mean
Please.
that
That's the
so.
problem,
So
Aaron. Everybody thinks they can do it until they're dead.
bro, that's the thing, bro. They don't even end up dead. They just end up,
Somebody else end up
yeah,
dead.
or they either end, somebody else end up dead, or somebody else got to pay insurance or something. It's a hassle for somebody else, bro. Just, I'm so tired of people who can't drive.
I've had two bumpers in 1 year.
Bro.
I'm surprised we haven't got to this point where like your phone turns off your car turns off your phone when you drive or something like that. They
They
gotten
have
close.
driving mode on my phone.
They gotten close like with the Apple shit where it locks you have to tell your phone you're not driving. But I'm talking about
Yeah,
like fully lock your shit. Is that too like
It, humans are the most like adults are the most unadultish characters of all people.
it's not even that.
it's not even
We
that.
have a perceived notion that we are obligated to all these freedoms, like the freedom to choose if we want to text and drive, instead of
It's
just not
American
texting
shit
and
too.
driving.
I think that's
That's
another
not a
thing. Yeah,
choice.
I think he's right about that. I think it's American
That's a
shit.
Yeah.
dumbass choice.
Well,
You
America,
can't get a
once
nigga
again,
in
bro.
America to wear a mask. What makes you think you gonna make him not text in this car?
Bro, you hit if you hit me or run me off the road or cut me off, I promise you. it's probably not going to end good for you because
You're
you're
right.
going to need that camera. You're going to need the camera on your phone, not the texting at that point.
Hey,
Like,
well,
'cause, bro,
good.
I'm tired of people not driving right, bro. Not using their blinkers. Not accelerating when you get on the highway on the right. What kind of shit is that, bro? When people are going 30,
Start slowing
people are
down.
going 30, bro. I'm like, bro, come on, bro. What are you doing here? I'm,
We need to get a pace car on all the highways. Like, you have to go at least this fast. Come on, match the pace car.
I just,
That's wild.
I don't
I wonder what food they got at the restaurant when this happened.
know.
I said, I wonder what meal they got when this happened at the restaurant. Like a
No,
bowl,
they
a
pre-ordered. They
burrito.
just walked in, got it, and left.
They
Oh,
didn't
they
leave.
walked and got
They
it.
didn't leave.
And they thought they was going to leave.
Thought they was. I would have been like, bro, if I was a passenger in this car, I would have been like, all right, while you deal with that, I'm just gonna go ahead and sit in here and eat at this point.
This is why you DoorDash, children. This is why you DoorDash. It takes, what if it was DoorDash?
That's what I'm thinking.
What?
That's why somebody's
Oh,
food was late.
what happens if it is, like, do you pay for this or does DoorDash pay for this?
I think the person's money gets affected at that point, right?
No, what I'm saying is the restaurant damages. Because you're technically an employee for DoorDash or you a contractor. And then it's all your fault.
Still,
I thought they're contractors. I thought DoorDash and Uber people were like basic contractors.
Well, then you're probably fucked then.
Tell me if I'm
They
wrong.
probably got to pay for that.
yeah,
I don't know.
gotta be real. You gotta be real tired. I guess one thing I can say about certain cars, and I guess I'm getting a little bit spoiled with, is the rear view camera because as soon as I know I'm in reverse, you feel me? You feel me? I know. I can see.
Whoa, where's my
Oh, wait,
camera?
hold on. What?
Let me do it again.
Yeah.
Okay, I was in the wrong gear. I feel you.
I don't know. I think that really helps out.
So you are an independent contractor if you're a DoorDash driver.
Then that means it's all on them. Fucked up. You're an
You get some jail
independent
time for that?
contractor. Uh,
Like,
were you intoxicated? Do you have a gun on you? Do you have drugs? Then yes. But if it was an honest accident and you're white, probably not.
I had a problem a couple weeks back where I was like I ahead to go to this parking space on this hill, and I got on the parking space and I started backing up. My shit was like in like neutral or something, but I didn't realize it because my wheel was locked, and I was trying to back up. My car just starts going back down the hill, and just starts going down the hill. I start freaking out. Boom, boom, boom. My car keeps going down the hill. Eventually hits the hill. This car had to stop because it saw me going down, and I hit the edge of the little thing. Apparently, I didn't have my car on the way, and it started going down the hill. Scary shit.
Your car wasn't on?
So apparently, I turned the key not enough to turn like the engine on. I just turned it on a little bit, and it just started moving. I just started freaking out.
did you press the brake?
The brake
What?
wasn't working. I don't think the car was on all the way.
How
That
was it
doesn't even
moving?
make sense. If your car is in neutral, the brake still is a thing. Bro, that's scary.
So
That
that
is.
was a scary
Yeah,
shit. But like,
I'm terrified.
so you
I
know
don't
how
know
like
what's
you have to turn the
happening.
key and that's go that shit.
No, I
Yeah,
don't.
I,
But like the all the way turn and it like turns
Yeah.
on.
I don't think
Okay.
I turned it all the way. I think I just turned like a little bit and started freaking
Like
out
you
when it
got the
started going
radio
backwards.
on. Did you shift gears?
Wouldn't let me shift.
so wait, your shit still said parked.
I'm pretty.
So,
I thought it was in neutral. I was, bro.
no,
That shit was happening so fast, and I was so freaked out.
did you put your car in neutral?
When I tried to move my thing when I was going back downwards, everything was stuck. My wheel was stuck. My brake was stuck. My change
Okay.
engine was
No, no,
stuck.
no. No. So as soon as it happened, as soon as you start like turn the key.
He might have put it in neutral and had like a e brake on.
And you
And
turn
then
the
when
brake off and
I took my
and they
e-brake
did e
off.
brake off, turn it,
so your
yeah, and
car
then
was
it's already
already
in
in
neutral.
neutral.
No, well, I
Probably
parked
was already
it.
in
I
neutral
put my
when you didn't
e-brake on,
notice.
and all I did was I turned the key, and then took my
Yeah, he
e-brake
didn't
off, and I
put
started
it
going
brake.
backwards.
He didn't put it in
Yeah,
park.
bro.
I've done that. I've done that shit right
I
before.
would never,
I've done that
I
shit
would
right
never
before.
done that.
When you get back and you turn your e-brake off, you're like, what the fuck? No, what?
Because like, you gotta put your car in park first before you put your
You
brake on.
don't. You
That's
don't.
too no.
If
Y'all
your car
driving
is
reckless. If that's the case,
if your car is in neutral and you have your e-brake on, you can take your key
I'm
out
not
the car.
doing that.
You can turn
I
your
wouldn't
car
do
off.
that. I wouldn't do that.
You
I
can.
would not do that. I wouldn't advise anybody to do that.
If your
That is too
e-brake's on, you
scary.
should be fine, right?
Essentially, but you gotta make sure your foot is on the brake
Like if your
as soon
car
as
is
you turn
getting
it off.
towed, they put your car in neutral, and then you get your key, don't you? Like it'll work. But as soon as you take that brake off, that block's gone. Your car is ooh, that's terrifying. The worst car situation I was in, my dad's wife was driving, and I think we were going to church or something, and like the passenger right tire just came off, just.
Yeah.
And I remember once that girl was driving the next second, I was just like, "Oh shit!" I was so scared.
That's traumatic. The worst driving incident was
We
easily.
still went to church that day.
Oh, amen.
My daddy picked us up, and we still went to
Yeah, I
church.
bet. I bet. He was probably trying to dodge not going to church. And
I was like, I need to go home. I need to
I
go
was
home
stressed. He said,
right
no,
now.
you need to go praise God because he just spared y'all life.
I was like, I need a cigarette. Somebody's after us.
But similar answer to my tire popped on the highway. Me and Don was driving up Kennedy.
Yeah,
That was
that
crazy.
sounds
That
terrifying.
was crazy.
That sounds
I
scary.
don't know. I kept my cool though. I can say that. But random dude just stopped and like changed the tire for us. And mind you, we was in the fast lane, like off to the side of the fast lane on a 2-lane highway. This dude stopped and was like, "Hey, y'all need help? Y'all need help?" Jumped out of his car on the opposite side of the highway, ran over to us, changed the tire.
That's lit.
You
People
know?
are good. That's how
Yeah,
you know good people are in this world.
I think I only had $5 to give him. Felt bad for that because I could easily throw him more if I had more
Oh, you
money.
should ask him if he had cash app.
This is far before Cash App. Yeah,
Back in the
yeah.
day,
Back in the day.
we're showing our age, man.
I mean, what was this?
Before Cash
2012.
App,
This is like 2012, I believe.
we had PayPal back then. That was it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I was not about to do all that. That was an old school player from up there, up north. That's what I would say. But yeah, then a cop came and actually like stopped traffic for us too. That was easily one of the most freakiest times on the highway.
Y'all wanna watch this
Memories.
video?
Crazy memories.
Oh yeah. So we need some context for this. Scroll down a little bit into the comments. It is. Damn, I had a thing that explained it a little bit more, but I didn't know. All right. Well, if you play the video, you play the video, and I'll explain it after.
All right, bet.
Let's do that. There are gunshots.
Shit, James.
Bro, what? You see homie? Oh, what's going on?
Right?
Oh, they shooting?
Oh shit, they shooting.
Right? So I got out of that. Okay, and scroll up, and where it says view comments, sort by up. You see the drop down that says sort by. It's above the mirror bot. Yeah, sort by top. Yeah.
Bro, because he just ran in and was like, oh shit, they shooting. and took off. He said, "What's going on? Oh, they shooting? I'm gone." Bro, that shit looked fake for a second. Who was he shooting at?
Okay, so I don't know where the comment is, but they say this was at some rally, and
A rally?
yes. So Google, oh fuck,
Was it Proud Boys? You said?
Proud Boys rally.
Oh my goodness!
That
Oh
sounds
man,
crazy as fuck, bro. Bro.
y'all gotta watch that again at some point, man. That's hilarious.
Yeah, it was in Portland. So yeah, the Guardian one, or any one of these that are reputable will tell you. So like they were just doing crazy shit, and the cops weren't even trying to do shit. They was like, "Let them do it."
This nigga trying to get pictures. Oh, they got him. So I'm assuming they weren't. Were they part of the protest, or were they not part of the protest?
People.
You playing video?
There was Antifa versus the Proud Boys.
From airsoft guns.
Oh, they had a versus.
Anti-fascist.
The fireworks.
What the fuck? Are they high schoolers?
Fuck around and find out.
So they're having a war in fucking Oregon.
Pretty much. So it's a right wing. Go up a little bit. I'll read it. A right wing protest in Portland on Sunday has culminated in a gunfight when anti-fascist demonstrators returned fire at a man who shot at them with a handgun in a downtown street. The firefight took place at a downtown Portland, Oregon, soon after 6 p.m. as anti-fascists followed a man at a distance whom they were trying to eject from the area. He took cover behind solar-powered trash cans, produced a handgun, and opened fire. You imagine how fucking terrifying that is?
From his standpoint or their standpoint?
Anybody say at 6 fucking p.m. I'm outside with kids, walking my dog. It's a downtown area. And this dude produces a fucking handgun and just lets it ring?
I would be more concerned about the rally with my kids down there.
Yep. That is also
that would be my
true.
concern before that happened because I would be like, dang, that could possibly happen if I'm down there.
No, that's kind of random, bro. A nigga just start shooting at a bunch of protesters. I don't care what they're protesting. You can't just be shooting at a bunch of protesters, bro. That's fucked up. That's wrong.
They was shooting at him too, though, right?
They were shooting back at him.
Paintball guns.
Who started this? Who started this?
He did.
I don't know who started anything.
I'm not gonna be mad at this dude until I know who started the shooting.
I'm not saying you gotta be mad at anybody. I'm saying the use of deadly force in that situation.
He doesn't know what he's being shot at with. I'm giving
He started shooting him with a handgun. He pulled out a handgun and started shooting people.
We don't know.
They're protecting
themselves.
Any adult with capable or with common sense knows the difference between a handgun of deadly force going off and an airsoft gun sound.
Come on.
When you hear that, bro, you know what the fuck that is. There.
I don't care if it's a
You saw my dude that out like, what was that? You never heard that shit before, and I bet you now.
I'm not giving the benefit. I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt with that, bro.
They start shooting people?
I'm saying if they shot at him first and he don't know what he's being shot at, he has the benefit of the doubt.
All right, ready? A firefight took place in downtown Portland, Oregon, soon after 6 p.m. as anti-fascists followed a man at a distance, whom they were trying to eject from the area. They were trying to remove this man from the area.
I have no problem with this once he gets still.
He took cover behind a solar-powered trash can, produced a handgun, and opened fire. He fired at least 2 shots before an anti-fascist returned fire with their own handgun.
So what are you talking
Returned
about?
fire
Okay, fair,
with their own handgun.
fair.
Portland Police Bureau confirmed that a man had been arrested over the shootings, but did not have any information on any injuries.
You can't just
An
shoot at
incident
random
came
crowds.
after. You can't just shoot like that in.
You also,
Like,
but
Darren,
look,
what's if
man,
he hit
you
somebody
also
else? If he hit a black
look.
lady, you wouldn't have that same energy.
I just said if they shot first. I didn't see that in the article, so that was my fault. So that is what it is. But I will say is it also don't give them the right to push him out of downtown. Completely different than I understand what I'm saying, but yeah.
So it's the Proud Boys versus the anti-fascists. Those are the two groups going versus
I
each
thought the
other
Proud
right
Boys
now.
were anti-fascist. Am I wrong? Am I tripping?
I don't know.
I thought it was Antifa. Maybe I'm wrong.
I don't really follow it anymore. But that's what's happening in Portland. I found that online and I was like, my nigga.
I do not want to be around that. I can tell you that.
So the Proud Boys are anti-fascist? I'm confused now.
It says Proud Boys discharge rounds from airsoft guns while anti-fascists threw firework munitions. So I assume they can't, unless they're working together against who? I assume they're going against each other.
They want to
But I could be wrong.
Makes sense to me.
I don't know. You know, every time you go to Google, at the very bottom, I see the delicious recipes, and we're gonna have to talk about it.
Okay. Does that make sense?
Antifa.
So a
Political-
political protest movement compromising of autonomous groups affiliated by the militant opposition to fascism and other forms of extreme right-wing ideology.
So the left wingers.
Yeah. But they're militarized. So they're like, we don't fuck with we don't fuck with that Hitler shit.
V for Vendetta.
I don't know, man.
So think about like Hitler. Hitler's a fascist, right? So they're basically saying we're a group of people that we're going to militarize together and fight back instead of doing it politically, I guess. That's why I just.
So they're fighting the Proud Boys.
Yeah, apparently, because the Proud Boys are definitely right wing, but I think
thought
they're a
Antifa
little bit more
didn't
like
exist.
far right wing. They're kind of like extremists.
I thought Antifa didn't really exist and that Donald Trump made it up to get
That's a
reelected.
good question as well.
No. Antifa's a real thing. He's just
I have no
anti-Antifa.
idea. What is it? Is it a real thing? Does it have like a mailing address?
I don't. What do we type in for that? I don't know. Who are Antifa?
Yeah, there you go.
Antifa is a decentralized, leaderless movement composed of loose collections of groups, networks, and individuals. So it's kind of like Bitcoin.
No, I don't accept that analogy. Antifa's professed purpose is to vigorously oppose fascism, while some extreme actors who claim to be affiliated with Antifa do engage in violence or vandalism at rallies and events. It's not the norm.
So from what it seems like the extreme left, because there seems like they're militarizing the fight against it instead of just being political. That's what it sounds like.
It looks like just some people who want to be on the left, like more, laissez-faire. They want to have a group of people to enforce what they want, and the far right wing people have the Proud Boys who are their way to enforce what they want.
I don't think.
Are they the new gangs? Are these the new gangs for white people to join? Instead of Crips and Bloods, now they have Antifa and Proud Boys?
I'm done.
Is that what's happening?
I'm done with y'all.
White people finally have their own gangs? Is it cultural appropriation?
I'm done with y'all.
Yo, you know that's the title of the episode, right?
No, we're not.
White people gang bang. Antifa versus Proud Boys. Oh shit, let me write that down. I'm gonna forget that shit too. Let me write that shit down.
They gonna be called a PB gang. This PB turf, baby.
You ain't doing none of my Antifa walk.
Start Antifa walk. Yeah, I'm
Don't
done.
throw up that Proud Boy symbol over here. I'm like,
How you do a pee with your hands? You gotta be like this.
I don't even
Yeah.
want. I'm done, man. I'm done, bro. I'm done. I'm so done. That is crazy. That is crazy.
Hey man,
I mean, Darren, they are
somebody's
shooting
gotta
at
have
each other.
fun.
Like, what are we
They
talking
are
about?
shooting at each other in the street. That
And
is fact.
and it's all based off who they believe is right. Off some we from this block of town. They probably got the Crenshaw Proud Boys. They probably got
I would doubt the
the
Crenshaw. You gotta
It's
say
not
more like
Crenshaw. It's more like Montana.
there you go the main street Antifa Crips. I don't know what they're called. I
the
don't know.
middle of Kansas, nowhere,
Oh
Proud
shit, we
Boy.
gotta wrap up. It's 55 minutes.
You got it.
Oh, shit.
All
This
right.
this has been one crazy ass episode. I can
That's funny.
honestly say that. This has been one crazy ass episode. And that's a hell of a way to end it on that analogy right there.
Oh, we didn't do nothing for Charles Barkley. Oh, we talked
Yeah,
about
we
his
talked
shoes, I
about
I
guess.
mean,
shoes.
he's our background, so that's
I
all
feel
that
like we
matters, right?
missing something though that we was gonna talk about though.
We don't got enough time.
Talk about
What's today?
Oh,
Kanye's album.
so actually, I just
Kanye's album did drop.
I forgot to tell you, Darren. We can record as long as we want. I found a loophole in my computer that so I don't have to go to those video sites to render our videos. So we can make our videos as long as we want now. I'm going to tell you that.
Okay. That's good to know. That's good to know. Anyway,
But we are at 55 minutes, just 56 minutes, just to let y'all know.
I haven't listened to the Kanye
me
album,
neither.
so
But anyway, if y'all
it is out.
let us know what y'all think of the Kanye album for next week.
What's his name got
Drake comes out
re-signed
next week,
to Manchester United?
Oh, yeah. Ronaldo's over there now.
He got that track again, didn't he? That's
He got a
crazy. How
bag,
much
bro.
he get
Soccer
paid?
players get bags, bro. They get different type of
What's
money.
his check at?
You know,
What is that at? We gotta do the math
You do the math for what?
for how much he get paid.
Oh, bro, it's something stupid, bro. Ronaldo.
Would you rather have boxing money or soccer money,
If I only got,
or baseball money?
So I'll say
I
baseball
have
just
to
from the
work?
standpoint.
I'm taking baseball money every day of the week.
I'll take baseball any day of the week. Just imagine like for your size, for my size, I'll be like a nice little top of the first. I'll be like hitting like 1 or 2. I'll be like an all-star, best in the world. You basically be like Mike Trout money. Woo! You're looking at the next 10 years, like 400 million, 40 million a year on top of endorsements. That's tough, bro. That's tough to beat.
Rich forever.
You
He's
legitimately
rich
won't have to ever spend your baseball money if you don't want to.
what's his contract?
My bad. What are we looking up?
His contract.
36-year-old star has agreed to join Manchester United and will pay Juventus around 40 million, depending on performance, to facilitate its new striker's release. So they're paying $40 million just to get him. That's not even the money he's getting.
I mean, he was there for he was at Juventus for all of a week.
I mean, he was there for a couple years, right?
No, he was at Manchester the whole time. Then they couldn't afford him because they're going bankrupt. They sold him and then got him right back.
I don't know all that. I don't know that much, to be honest with you.
Has left Juventus will return to Manchester United. Go back up. Up. Return to Manchester United. Premier League. And a $50 million deal with potential of further $8 million. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, I guess he was.
Yeah, baseball money. Still, baseball money.
Baseball money's stupid. Like if you look at what Giancarlo Stanton got, I think he's basically about to got. Let me think. It's not Giancarlo. Alex Rodriguez, my favorite player. He's the only player to have two $200 million deals in his career. And now Giancarlo Stanton, he just made $300 million on his last deal. That he's about to, I think he's about to get out of and re-up for another $300 million deal or something crazy like that.
This actually just randomly reminded me that Steph Curry actually is the first person to sign 2 max contracts in the NBA too.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So he has a 4-year, $250 million deal, $64 million a year.
My God. Oh, there you go.
Well, we were wrong. It's still soccer money. Soccer money's stupid. You know why soccer money's like that? Once again, baseball and soccer, there's no cap. You can make as much as they want to pay you.
This dude's making $175,000 a day.
All right, we gotta stop doing math.
A day.
Oh, bro, they said Steph's making like 20,000 a game or some shit like that.
That's not shit. This nigga's making $175,000 a day. Regardless if he's playing soccer or not, he's making $175,000 a day.
I'm gonna try to get into the EPL this year. I just gotta find me a team. I don't know if I want to go Liverpool, Chelsea. I don't know who I want to go with.
How much does Steph make a year?
Now?
What's Steph's contract? He maxed out?
He just got a new max contract.
Jeez. Is it 5 years though?
I think so.
He made about 45. So he's gonna make about 45 million next year.
No, he signed a 5-year, $200 million contract.
Yeah, but that doesn't start right away. Well,
I'm just saying
it's backloaded.
5 years.
Look how it's set up. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4. So next year, so he gets 45 this year, but by the end of his contract, he's gonna make 60 mil. In 2025, he's gonna make 60 mil.
People are gonna hate that contract, but he's still gonna be the great player that he is. So that's the craziest thing about it.
And to think about, when you think about his first stint in his career, when he signed his first contract with the Warriors, that 4-year, $44 million, they got him for so cheap, and they got him for cheap to win championships. So he deserves every single dollar he gets.
But let's do the math there. 201, let's say $200 million. Right? We put that in Google, $200 million. 200, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 divided by 5. That's 40 million a year. Divided by 365.
I'll take it. $109,589. I'll take that.
100
I'll
a
take
day.
that.
Messi, Ronaldo's making almost double.
I'll take. I'm cool. He don't live in California.
Yeah, we know.
He doesn't play in California. All right, then. There we go. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's a lot of money either way. They get paid. They do great though. They great players, right? When you great at something, you can demand a little bit more.
We gonna see.
All right, man. We can wrap this up.
He said he'll be right back, so I don't think he can hear you.
When did you say that?
Oh, I need to.
When I was doing that.
I'm gonna tell you. I gotta tell you guys one more story, but I gotta do it. I'm only gonna do it on the stream. So I'm about to.
What's up?
All right, so y'all, thank y'all.
Okay.
Oh wait, hold on. That's my things. All right, y'all. Thank y'all for watching the video once again. Make sure you guys tune into our stream. We stream every Sunday. We stream this video live. Make sure you guys tune into the channel. Make sure y'all keep watching our videos on the channel. We really appreciate you guys. Darren, anything you want to say?
Hydrate. It's been hot as hell. Hydrate. Stay hydrated. Drink water.
Ella, you got anything?
It's too hot. It's way too hot. I'd let my dogs outside. He was like, nigga.
Yeah. Stay hydrated. That's all that. You got anything you got set for the rest of the week?
Yeah, holiday next, don't we? What holiday? Memorial Day?
I think Labor Day is coming up. Labor Day. I could be wrong.
What's Labor Day?
That sounds right.
Who do we shout out for Labor Day? Is it next week? I'll shout out next week then. This week, I don't know. I don't have anything prosperous to say. Stay healthy. Don't get shot. Take a shot for me, I guess. I don't know.
All right, then once again, y'all, thank y'all for listening. We really do appreciate it once again. Peace out. See y'all next week. Thank y'all again for watching our video. Make sure you like and subscribe down below. Also, make sure you go to our social media. We're on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Also, we're on TikTok. It's at Inspired by Ambition. Our website is inspiredbyambitionpro.com. Go check that out. We sell hoodies and t-shirts there. They're pretty dope. Go check that out. Lastly, once again, y'all, we just appreciate you guys watching the video. Thank you once again. Peace out.
Peace. Y'all stay up.